Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot, and I'm so excited that you have joined me for another Your Week Ahead reading. So we are going to use, this is my newest Oracle deck, and I gotta wake up the deck here, and we're going to pick 3 piles. And I feel this top one, and we're going to ask oh, we have 2 more. I couldn't even ask the question, so we'll ask it now. This is, what messages for the week ahead do we have? So let's see, this is pile number 1. Ooh, I'm gonna do a little repair here. So pile number 1, this is your card number, it's card number 9, Dakini of Infinite Light. I had to do a little cover up so YouTube wouldn't flag the card. So this is card number pile number 2. This is card 7, the 7 Blessings of Eve. Such interesting artwork and beautiful artwork on these cards. Oh, and pile number 3, this is your card. This is card number 11, Sacred Scar. This artwork is so beautiful on these cards. So give me a moment and I will add some crystals. So we're back. So pile number 1 with this Dakini of Infinite Light. We have this obsidian. For pile number 2, 7 Blessings of Eve, we have this green aventurine. These crystals are so beautiful. And for pile number 3, this Sacred Scar, we have this tiger's eye. Such a gorgeous crystal. So take as much time as you need. This crystal wants some attention. So take as much time as you need. You pick with the number of the pile, 1, 2, 3. Pick with the number on the card, the statement, the artwork, the crystal, or any combination, whatever feels good to you. Obviously, you can pick more than 1 pile as well if you would like to see more messages. If you're called to all 3 of the piles, that's great. And I will see you in the reading. I'll, of course, leave the timestamps below. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful card number 9, Dakini of Infinite Light, and this obsidian crystal. And I am going to read from the guidebook. This is number 9. Seek and you shall find. Find the teachers and teachings which feel pure to your heart, but remember, it is the inner truth of you that will ultimately set you free. Do not give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all problems can be resolved, and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. A Dakini is a supernatural feminine being who inspires spiritual practice, guides one to actualize siddhis or spiritual abilities, and teaches the inner path of awakening. She protects us from negativities and restores our vital energies. She teaches us how to act with wisdom. She can be a demanding teacher, requiring us to reflect upon the mysteries she presents through our dreams, inspirations, and meditations, then proceeds to unravel them. As we do so, we develop our inner capacities and become stronger. These wild feminine creatures can be gentle or fierce, or a combination of both. When she appears in a reading, travel your path and explore your questions about spirituality and awakening with confidence, for much progress can be made as you do so. So, this is what I call my Muppet sweater. It's so warm. It's so warm and comfortable. Anyway, so what I'm getting from this already is that you might be manifesting somebody into your life that's going to be a teacher for you. So how interesting. So pile number 1, this is the other oracle deck I'm using for your reading today. And I'm just going to ask it, what does pile number 1 have coming up in their life? And I'm also going to look at the spirit card for this deck for your reading. I call the cards that are on the bottom of a deck the spirit card. So the first one is Orphan. This one keeps coming up. So interesting how that happens. This is card number 5, Orphaned. So funny how interesting how cards often keep appearing for a while and then stop appearing. Like they really want to get their message across. And this card is number 23 with Peace. This is your spirit card. And how this, how the week ahead readings go is I pick 8 cards Sunday through Saturday. So 1 card for each day and then a card for the overall energies for the week. And in this reading, I'm actually going to be using 2 decks, and I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for each day. I do this sometimes, do a reading, and then do a second, and do like a clarification card or an additional card for each card. Is a very interesting way. It just deepens the reading, and I do this sometimes. It's very interesting. But then your oracle cards, and then I'm going to pull a spirit card for each of the other 2 decks I'm using. Those are for the more long-term energy after this week. But the card for each day, and then the overall card for the week is more of a of the 7 days energy. So this is the first deck I'll be using. And this is the Phantasma Tarot. And we will ask this tarot, what does pile number 1 have upcoming this week? So that's 2. What does pile number 1 have coming up this week? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we also need an overall energy for the week. And then let's look at the spirit card. King of Swords. So this is, again, these spirit cards and the other oracle cards are for more long-term energy. And this is a very favorable card for you. This is the pinnacle of the embodiment of intelligence and powers of the mind in the tarot deck. So let's see what we have here. So this card is Sunday, the Fool. Oh, what a fun card to start out your week. Approaching this week with energy, a new energy. Pile number 1. And then, so that's Sunday. Then let's see, what is Monday? The 10 of Pentacles. Very favorable card. Wish fulfillment right away. Pile number 1. and abundance. So this is Tuesday, is the Seven of Pentacles. This is also very abundant, this card. Abundance after hard work. You've got a great reading so far. Oh, this is the Hierophant. In this deck, it's called the Mentor. This is Wednesday's card. Thursday is the Six of Swords. Flying away. Friday, we have the Three of Swords. Oh, interesting. What an interesting reading so far, pile number one. And then for Sunday, the Seven of Swords. It's your second seven. Oops. Give me a moment, and I'm just going to shift these over so we can see all of them. Oop, after I reveal the overall. Wow. After I reveal this beautiful second wish fulfillment card. Pile number one, what an interesting reading. So I'll be back in one sec with after I shift the cards over. All right, so pile number one. This is such an interesting reading. Remember that when we were reading about your card, number 9, Dakini of Infinite Light, it's saying that you might be calling in a mentor. Look what came up for you on Wednesday, which is the crux card for the week, obviously. It's the card in the middle of the week. The mentor. Isn't that interesting how these always happen? You get a message and then you get a clarification or a reiteration of the same message. Pile number one. So I'm seeing two major threads for you this week. Number one is a new beginning and major abundance. We have a lot of abundance here. We have 9 of Cups, the King of Swords too. 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Peace too, but I'm talking just straight up abundance. You have 3 really strong abundance cards. But you also have what I'm reading as an orphaned old story, pile number one. You are almost all the time at peace, pile number one. This is what I'm seeing, and you are really using your intellect, using the power of your mind to be the new you that you want to be. But there's still this lingering looking back at the old pain, looking back at the old pain and wondering if you could have done something better, wishing this, worrying that, if you understand what I mean. There's still a little clinging going on to the old story in one aspect of your life, or maybe more than one aspect. So this is like the last gasp of this old story is trying to pull you back, and you're like, no. So I'm going to get into it, but the 6 of Swords is saying, look, let that go. Let that old pain leave. So let's take this one day at a time. So on Sunday, you have the Fool, which is a new beginning. I feel like this week is a new beginning in the absolutist sense of the word, meaning for the past good amount of time. You have been working and working toward your goal, your manifestation, your new self, your new being, and you have like 98% of your mind is an agreement, and then you still have this one little doubt, this one little thing still holding on to you, trying to just drag you back a little bit. And pile number one, I'm seeing that this week is your week to let it go. Because look what's right after the Fool, the 10 of Pentacles for Monday. The new beginning brings you the epitome of abundance. This is like the biggest abundance card. This is just the straight up abundance. No question about it. This is the abundance card. This is you getting what you want and more, just being almost drowned in wealth. That's what this card is telling us. And its proximity to the Fool is very telling, because letting go brings you what you want. Letting go of the old story, of the old you, pile number one, brings you what you want. And the Tuesday card is just really acknowledging that you have worked so hard, pile number one. Acknowledging that you've worked so hard. Acknowledging that this is what you have wanted for so long. This true new you. So on Tuesday, you might find yourself a little tired, a little, maybe, you know, the words that are coming to mind are let down. You're feeling a little let down, feeling a little deflated. And if that's the case, pile number one, just let yourself be completely at rest. Let go of, not let go of work, but treat yourself to some rest and relaxation on Tuesday if this is affecting your mind, your body, whatever, just your emotions, anything. If you need some rest on Tuesday, take it, because this card is saying that you're just about ready to harvest what you've worked so hard to grow. You see that all of these pentacles have been growing, and there's this plant is just about ready to be harvested, but that means that you've been working hard. So just if you're ready to plow on through, do that. But if you need to take a break and treat yourself to some, as I said, some rest and relaxation, some fun, something for yourself, do that on Tuesday. So Wednesday, this card is, as I said, reiterating what we got in your card that you chose to bring you to this reading. So this might be the day that you manifest a mentor, either manifesting one or having one show up in your life. It could be someone, I'm not getting a strong feeling that it's someone new or not. So it could be someone you already know that you're seeing in a new light of, oh my gosh, I have stuff to show me, to teach me, to show me, you know, I can use them. I've manifested this person in as a mentor for me right now. Or it could be that you are like, okay, I need to learn about X, and then somebody new walks in and is in your role, you know, fulfilling your role as a mentor. So this is this card is so much resonating with this number 9, Dakini of Infinite Light. And then here we get to this not backsliding, but really looking back. Because this 6 of Swords card is leaving behind what no longer serves you. That's the energy of this. But you notice the teddy bear is looking back, and in this little thought bubble, there's a cute little sunny scene of a butterfly and beauty and whatever, right? So if you're this teddy bear, pile number 1, that means that you are still looking back on this with a certain amount of regret, a certain amount of attachment, a certain amount of, not attachment as in like, I'm not saying that attachment is bad. I'm saying that you as the teddy bear, as the Muppet, right? My Muppet sweater. You as the teddy bear are looking back with some sort of emotion, trying to look into the past for something instead of using your power in the now moment to manifest your future. So that's what this Thursday card is showing. And then on Friday, we have this Three of Swords, which is the old heartache might try to reassert itself. The old story, whether this is just in your mind, whether it's in the 3D, whether it's in anything. So pile number 1, you are going to have to channel your Fool card and say, nope, this is not me anymore. If you are like seeing something in the 3D that you don't like, just be your Delulu self. If your emotions and your thoughts are trying to get you to mull over the old heartache, be your Delulu self. Pile number 1. Just remember this card when and if you start feeling like, oh, I haven't seen anything in the 3D, oh, whatever. Nope, you're your new self. You are new self, pile number 1. And then we come to this interesting Seven of Swords on Saturday. This is like some sort of this is you taking charge of what you want. So you notice that this is the Three of Swords and then the Seven of Swords. This is you this is you taking charge and saying, this is what I want, this is gonna happen, pile number 1. And I'm really curious, we're gonna do our clarifying cards. I'm so curious as to which card is going to come out for the Seven of Swords. So let's take a look at this deck and ask it, what does pile number 1 have coming up? Please give us some clarification of these cards. Actually, this one for our Hierophant card. We have this, and actually it's this one. And let's look for our overall for the week. All right, I'm so curious. And then we have our overall card. This is our more long-term. This is our more long-term energy spirit card for this deck. So let's see what we have. We have the Hanged Man for Monday. And you know what this means? This is you hanging out. This is a reiteration of what I was saying for Thursday. I'm sorry, for Friday. Pile number 1, this is your reminder that your assignment this week is to hang out as the new you, despite anything that might come up. Now let's see. Wow, pile number 1, you have the Seven of Cups, which is a choice card, and this is you having so much abundance that you have an almost infinite amount of choices. Your abundance is going to know no bounds, pile number 1. Your abundance is going to multiply like rabbits. Let's see what we have for Tuesday. The Devil card. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, see, I was already getting a feeling that you might be feeling a little bit, see, if you continue to push on yourself, push yourself forward without taking time for yourself, pile number one, you might start getting some doubts on Tuesday. The thing is, you are your number one priority, pile number one. So do definitely take time for yourself on Tuesday. If you start feeling tired, if you start feeling any sort of feeling that you are overworked, that you are mentally, physically, emotionally drained, take time for yourself, and so that these doubts that might threaten you don't come up, so that you can stay, that you can hang out in the new you, pile number one. Wow, the Star card. Wow, this mentor, pile number one, is really going to help you. This mentor is going to see you as the star that you are. Your mentor is going to help you be this. You've manifested a mentor that's going to help you be this star. Maybe you've manifested a mentor that is going to help you in your career path, in your wish, that's going to bring you so much abundance, pile number one. So Thursday, we have the Six of Swords. Yes, pile number one, this is your new beginning. Oh my God, pile number one, this is so amazing. Yes, saying goodbye to the old, pile number one, this is so amazing. This is your new beginning, saying goodbye. You're going from 98% old story, new story to 100% new story. Wow, the Queen, oh no, the King of Cups. The King of Cups. So, how interesting. I'm going to read this too. The Page of Wands. How interesting. Let me look at these for a second. So, pile number one. This is so interesting. I'm going to look at your overall energy for the week too. Pile number one, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Total, like, abundance, embodying complete abundance with the Nine of Cups. What a powerful, powerful, powerful combination of cards you have for the whole week, but especially to end the week. So pile number one, oh my gosh. See, what's happening here with this King of Cups is that you are going to take this last look at the old pain and the old hurt and the old story, pile number one, and you are, do you see what she's doing? She's dragging these sea creatures in this boat. So if you just look like this, let's see right here, you're like, oh wow, this is an ocean and there's some monsters and I'm being overwhelmed by monsters. Look at how similar it is to this sky. Oh, I'm being overwhelmed. Oh no, I'm being overwhelmed. Oh no, I'm being overwhelmed. Oop. I'm just on a dress in a drawing room. And these monsters that looked so huge are dwarfed by this, she's a king figure. And so all of those old fears that you had, those old doubts, are just dwarfed, pile number 1. So letting go of that old story is going to be so empowering for you, and you are ready to do it, pile number 1. You are so ready. You're beyond ready. This week is pivotal for you. And then we have the reiteration of that. So you are going to take charge, and you are going to know, this Page of Wands is saying you're going to know yourself. You're going to know this experience you're having on Thursday and Friday is you coming into Saturday knowing yourself and knowing your blocks and knowing what you want. Not that you have blocks. I shouldn't have said that in that way, because that is absolutely not what I meant. Knowing what was blocking you and understanding it, and knowing it doesn't matter anymore. Knowing that you, the new you, dwarfs your old things that you thought were so huge. You thought that this was you. All right, I'm gonna have to say this. I'm gonna have to bring this up again. You thought that this was you, this little figure here in the sailboat. You thought this was you, and these were your problems. And this is you, pile number 1. This is you. You're dwarfing everybody, the old you and your old problems. That's what you're understanding and bringing into being on Friday. So that on Saturday, you are knowing that those are gone for you, pile number 1. And that you, as the Page of Wands, knows exactly what you need to do. And then look at these amazing, amazing cards that you have for the overall energy of the week. The 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and Queen of Pentacles. You have a wish fulfillment card and the embodiment of abundance. So amazing. There's nothing to say about these 2 cards except amazing. And then we have these 2 cards that are for the more long-term energy past this week. So you have this King of Swords, who is you using the power of your mind to embody the new you, pile number 1. And you have this 2 of Wands, which is you being able to direct and control your life through the power of your own mind. This is an extremely powerful reading, pile number 1. And so that brings us to these 2 oracle cards, which is you are finding peace. You had this one orphaned old story, this one orphan old part of you that you are now breaking free of. Let this image be what you hold this week. That this was the old you. This was the old you thinking that your problems were so huge. Oh my God. And now this is the new you. This is the you knowing that you are dwarfing your problems. Wow, pile number 1, I'm so happy that you have joined me for this amazing reading. Let me know in the comments what is going on with you, and come back if you want to after this week is over and let me know how things worked out for you. And also, if you want to let me know in the comments whether you like this double style of reading where I have 2 cards for each day, you can also let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did like this, I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my readings. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this 7 Blessings of Eve card. It looks like a furry snake. And this green aventurine. let's look at the guidebook. I told pile number 1 too that I call this my Muppet sweater. The 7 Blessings of Eve. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. Wow, talk about manifestation. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Wow. So, pile number 2, you can see that, right? This is a very powerful card. All right, so this deck is the one that I am, the other oracle deck I am pulling from. And we're going to ask it, what is pile number 1 having come up for the week? I have flexible, and I'm also going to take the spirit card. So let's see, which I call the card from the bottom of the deck. So let's look at this one first. This is number 19, flexible. And you can see the greens. There's a lot of greens in here, just like your green aventurine. That's the heart chakra. And this is card number 14, your spirit card. Truth be told. This owl is very earnest. Has very amazing eyebrows. I know they're probably not eyebrows, but still, look at this. And so let me tell you what this week ahead reading usually consists of. It's I do one card for each day, so Sunday through Saturday, and I do another card for the overall energy for the week. And then these oracle cards, and I also pull a spirit card for the deck I'm using. Those are for more long-term energy after the week is over. But today I'm going to be using 2 decks, and there'll be 2 cards for each day. So it's something I sometimes do for readings, and I'm going to try it out and see how. And you can leave me some comments if you want to let me know if you like that style. So this is Monday's card. So let's ask the deck, what is pile number 2 having coming up this week? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. What messages do you have for pile number 2 for this week? 5, 6. Pile number 2's messages for this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had to make sure. And then 8. And then, oh my gosh, that's nuts. This is the same spirit card and from the same deck that pile number 1 had. So you might want to, if you were called to pile number 1, you might want to look at it. So let's see what we have. This is Monday's Page of Cups. Sunday's card, Page of Cups. And then we have Monday, the 7 of Swords. So this is the second card that we have. That came up in pile number 1. 6 of Wands. That's Tuesday's card. Look at how jolly the 6 of Wands is. This is Wednesday's card, 8 of Wands. Thursday, 2 of Wands. Lots of Wands, pile number 1. Is it 2? Three Wands in a row. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Nine of Pentacles. That's Friday's card. And then Saturday's card is the, ooh, wow, pile number 2. You have the World card for Saturday. Wow, the Saturday is going to be amazing. The Page of Swords. So let's see. I'm going to rearrange this. It's a little bit out of the thing. Give me a second and I will be back. So pile number 2, I'm seeing some sort of sense of urgency in you for this next week. A sense of urgency, a sense of really wanting your path forward to be immediate, really wanting to see things happen right away in your 3D reality, right away. And the funny thing is, I feel like you're wanting that momentum to come, but look at Friday and Saturday. It's Abundance in the World, which is the ultimate, like, everything card in the deck. This is the ultimate, this is the last final card in the deck, and it is the culmination of everything that you've been working toward. So, which I find so interesting. If you look at this, if you look at these cards, it's so interesting. So I'm going to walk you through it. So this Page of Cups, this, you know, this could be this King of Swords could be you in Page of Cups and Page of Swords figure. For some of you, it's you. For some of you, pile number 2, this is you. And for others of you, pile number 2, this is a love interest or a mentor or somebody that's coming to you as someone that you have manifested to be with you, because this is emotional fulfillment. And pile number 2, for some of you, it might be emotional fulfillment as in you are emotionally fulfilled in yourself, with yourself, and you're finding that emotional fulfillment within yourself, and that's what you want right now. For others of you, pile number 2, this is what you've been wishing for, whether it is a person that you have been trying to manifest, whether it's new love, whether it's, you know, renewed relationship. This is the person that you've wanted that's coming bearing all the gifts and the letter. I don't know if this little creature is, if you notice, this little creature has in its mouth a little letter, bearing gifts, bearing messages, bearing hearts. You see, he also has in his pocket, he has a quill pen and a scroll. So there's lots of love there. This person is unabashedly loving. So that's your Sunday. And also your long-term energy. We have, I think for a lot of you, this is somebody who is, you know, who you have manifested. Pile number 2. This is somebody who is coming to you. And they are going to be speaking the truth. They're going to be speaking the truth. I was wondering, as I was, you know, as after I pulled this out, I'm like, I wonder what this is going to be. But I feel like it's somebody else telling you their true feelings. Pile number 2. Did you notice that the confetti thing, it's little hearts? I don't know why it didn't register with me at first, but they're showing you are the window. You have the access to their heart. Pile number 2. This is them. Their heart is an open, you know, it says an open book, but this is an open window. They're letting you right into their heart, pile number 2. This is very, for those of you who are manifesting someone, this is what I see. But 2 of the cards are in long-term energy. But then again, the 9 of Pentacles and the World are here, but 9 of Pentacles is more of abundance in, like, you know, material things. So you've got 2 favorable things going on. A person that is embodying just love and attention and whatever, protection, giving you everything of them, showing you the inner workings of their heart. It could be you, could be someone you manifested. And you will know, obviously, you will know what you are feeling and manifesting and doing and embodying. You will know whether it's you finding the you that you love, that you have been manifesting, this new you, if this is portraying the new you, or if it's portraying the person that you are manifesting. So the 7 of Swords on Monday. This card also came up in pile number 1. And in that one, it felt more as like a taking charge. That pile number 1 was taking charge of something, some tricky situation. But in this one, I'm wondering if you're going to be encountering something that is on the surface feeling very detrimental to you, feeling very against what you're trying to manifest. I'm going to wait for the clarifying cards, but I feel like that I'm seeing that might be it. Tuesday, we have good old-fashioned celebration, party, let's see, how else can I say it? Celebration, party, public adoration, public displays of affection, in that you're going to get affection from the public. Pile number 2. This might come in, like if you're at work, you might get some really good feedback from your boss, or a raise or something like that. If it's, if you're your own boss, you know, like from clients, from having a good day with your work, having your friends really admire you and do things for you, something really nice, something that people will give you. People will reflect back to you what you're thinking about yourself. So that's Tuesday. On Wednesday, this is what I was talking about wanting, manifesting movement. Really manifesting movement and wanting the acceleration to happen now. And really seeing on Thursday, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I'm seeing for you on Wednesday and Thursday. Being like laser focused on what you want. And something about it, don't be frustrated. This is one thing I'm saying. Don't be frustrated when you do this. If you aren't, ooh, look at how these match so well, that there's a curve that goes around. Isn't that interesting? How beautiful. These cards are meant to be read together, just like I'm doing. So what was I saying? Oh, you can be laser focused, but the warning I was picking up here is don't be frustrated. Because look at what's coming Friday and Saturday. OMG. 9 of Pentacles, I already said, complete abundance. And 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is complete abundance, and the World is complete and utter everything. Pile number 1, 2. Can't believe I said 10 of Pentacles. So anyway, moving on. This is your Saturday is beyond wish fulfillment, pile number 2. And so I'm going to go straight into the second deck, and we're going to ask the second deck for clarifying cards. What does pile number 2 have to know about these first cards here that we picked? Any more messages for this week that we can get? Oops, I have this one. So this one, and this one. Let's see, we need a couple more messages here. I feel like that one is the overall, and this one is this one, and this one. So then let's also take the Spirit card. So this is the High Priestess. And this is the 8 of Wands. This is your overall card for the week. So let's see, let's go day by day. The Knight of Pentacles. This is, yeah, look at this. This is kind of I don't want to say it's as strong as a warning. It's more of a reminder, pile number 2, that remember here later in the week where we're like, oh, I want things to happen now. I really want things to happen now. And remember, these two cards are meant to be read together right now because look at how they are just so connected. This is a reminder that the Knight of Pentacles is really the slowest knight in the deck. And it is telling you, oh no, if you can hear that, I'm sorry, somebody's doing a chainsaw. Telling you that this is really step by step, because the Knight of Pentacles is thinking about, you know, making plans, taking a step forward, making plans, taking a step forward, making plans, taking a step forward. So this is just a reminder that even if this is you with that coming forward with abandon, it's a reminder to not have abandon too much. And if someone's coming to you with all of this energy, it's reminding you to still continue with your manifestation, to still continue living in the end, because this person that's coming to you, if this is not you, if this is this other person, they might not be 100% conform to what you want. So you just still continue manifesting them, even if they show up in your life. For 7 of Swords, we have the 3 of Swords. And this is the third card that also came up in pile number 1. So the 3 of Swords is, how should I say? The 3 of Swords is like a reminder of past hurts and past the past you. This is the past you. This is the before you started manifesting the new you, before you were the new you, pile number 2. So this, I wanted some more clarification on this. And this came up because there could be somebody coming to you on Monday, pile number 2, that you want to react as the old you. And so the cards are telling you, remember that you are the new you, pile number 2. There's a situation on Monday that you want to act like pile number 2, like the old pile number 2. And now we remember that you are the new pile number 2, that you are the new you. Let's see what 6 of Wands has. The 10 of Wands. How interesting. What is going... What do we... What an interesting combination. I wonder, pile number 2, if you're going to feel a little overwhelmed by... If you're going to feel a little overwhelmed by how much you are getting attention on Tuesday. Remember, the 6 of Wands is you getting a lot of attention. I'm wondering if you're going to feel a little overwhelmed by it. So if so, remember, you are your biggest priority. You take care of you. If you need to step away for a bit, if you're getting a lot of attention somehow, you can step away for a bit. You can excuse yourself and go into another room. I mean, this is a reminder that you have to take care of yourself, and you are your biggest priority, not anyone else. Not even if you are manifesting the person that you think is going to give you every single thing in the world. No, you give you every single thing in the world. So take care of yourself. Pile number 2, no matter how much people are telling you you're awesome, if you feel overwhelmed, take care of yourself. That's what this is saying. This 8 of Wands. So this is the Lovers card. I'm wondering. This is so interesting because the Lovers card is a card of choice. And I'm wondering if you're going to need to make a choice on Wednesday. I'm going to continue with this. We're going to come back to this. The 9 of Swords. Again, oh wow, isn't that interesting? The 2 of Wands is like looking forward, being focused, laser focused. The 9 of Swords is being just completely immobilized by your fears. Do you see this? This is so interesting. You see these 2 girls are so terrified, but this is just a stuffed bunny. All your fears are just completely not real. That's what this is showing us. Pile number 2. So if you're feeling fear that your manifestation is taking too long and you're not seeing any movement, remember that it is coming, and it's coming quickly. So you might be experiencing some fear, some like, oh no feeling. Pile number 2. Let's see what this 9 of Pentacles has. Up. The 2 of Swords. I'm going to come back to this. And the 4 of Pentacles. How interesting. Wow. These 3. Oh, I know that you can't see them all. Here, I'm trying to rearrange these so that... Well, I'm going to put this up because I know what this is saying. Okay, I think you can see them all. So, remember I was saying that you might be facing a choice. You have 2 choice cards, like choice, deciding what to do cards here. Very close together, very interesting. The Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So I am going to, so we will just remember that this High Priestess is your spirit card, and I am going to take 2 cards. We are going to ask, if there's a choice, what does pile number 2 need to know? Let's see if the cards give us any. Oh my gosh, 2 5s. How interesting. So we have the 5 of Swords, which is being victorious, yet losing the compassion and losing the support of the people you conquered, like making enemies. With your win, you're making enemies. How interesting. And then the 5 of Wands is like continually fighting and not really making progress. There's a lot. This is so interesting. Pile number 2, we're having a lot of making progress, or, you know, like wanting progress. So this, again, this is telling us that so this is your overall, I know, it took a long time. I'm so glad I pulled these 2 cards, because these are clarifying exactly what this is saying. And I was kind of getting to it, but not as much as I am with these 2 cards. This is warning us, don't mess with the 3D, don't mess with the middle, pile number 2, because the 5 of Wands is kind of like churning, like, you know, churning up the mud, just kind of trying and, you know, struggling and not feeling like you're not getting any traction. And the 5 of Swords is winning at a cost. So these cards, these choices, either you're going to just either continue on living your life knowing that your manifestation is coming to you, or you're going to force the 3D and lose something. That's what your week is about, because we have this yearning for acceleration in the affairs, being laser focused. I know that that card is hidden, but it's still there. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles in the World to end the reading. So pile number 2, your message could not be more clear for this week. So let's put these aside here, because we have so much going on. So the Lover's card and the 2 of Swords is really more about choice, your choice, what to do, pile number 2. And then this 4 of Pentacles, you know, you are going to have so much abundance coming to you, some abundance for this week, some great thing. And the 4 of Pentacles is, I think it's kind of not warning you, but reminding you, you know, don't grasp it. Don't be greedy and feel like this is all you're going to get, because you're going to get more. If you're manifesting abundance and you get a lump sum and you're like, well, that's not as much as I wanted, don't worry. Don't be, it's just another message that's resonating with the rest of the week. Don't feel like, oh, I can't stand another minute without my manifestation. No. Psh, don't even pile number 2, because it's coming. So remember, this powerful card with these blessings are coming, and, you know, like you are the source of these blessings. So be flexible. You're either looking into your inner self and finding the person that you want to be, or if you're manifesting someone, they're coming to you. Pile number 2. The King of Swords, again, either the person is coming to you or you are finding yourself with these 2 pages in this King of Swords. This, wait, why am I blanking on? For some reason, I always want to give this card to the High Priestess. I always want to, but this is the Empress. It's the Empress, and I always want for this artwork, I think it's the High Priestess. I do not know why. But this is the Empress. This is another one of, like, you know, your true self, your highest self that you've been manifesting, it's coming, pile number 2. Let me make sure you can still see it. It's coming to you, so don't be impatient. It's already here, and everything's conforming to you. Everything is conforming to your wishes, pile number 2. And what is so interesting, remember, this is your second 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is your crux card for the week, and you have another 8 of Wands echoing it for more long-term energy, pile number 2. And it just means, you know what, your manifestations are coming. So your message for the week, if I can say it one more time, is let things play out as they're supposed to. Don't force the 3D. Don't get impatient. Just look at her. She is just concentrating on what's right in front of her and inspecting it and accepting it for what it is. And I feel actually like this might be you and the 3D. You and the 3D circumstances are just a stuffed bunny, and you're hiding from something that has no power to hurt you. Pile number 2. You can be laser focused. You can be laser focused. Just don't try to force the 3D, because your manifestations are here. Remember what you had for Thursday and Friday, 9 of Pentacles in the world. And if things don't work, if you're like, oh, I was manifesting X, but only C showed up, you know, I only got 10% of my manifestation. Well, things are still unfolding. That's what your reading is telling you, pile number 2, that you are getting everything you want. Maybe not in the exact time you want, maybe not in the exact, it's not going to get to you in the exact way you thought it would, but it is coming for you, pile number 2. So, wow. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And if you liked this reading, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any readings. And I really appreciate your views, and I thank you so much for spending this time with me. And have a wonderful week. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose this card. It's card number 11, Sacred Scar, along with this Tiger's Eye crystal. And let's read from the guidebook. Oh yes, I already told pile number 1 and pile number 2, this is what I call my Muppet sweater. It's very, very warm. All right. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. You know what? This really resonates with the main energy of pile number 2. Letting things unfold in the time that they're meant to. So if you had any pull toward pile number 2, you might want to check that out. So this is the other oracle deck I'm going to use, and let's just see. We're going to ask the oracle deck, what messages do you want to give to pile number 3? This is your oracle card, and we're also going to pull the spirit card. So let's see. First of all, we have card number 2. This is Yin. That's your oracle card for this deck, and then the spirit card for the deck, Round and Round. This is card number 25. And so for this weekly reading, I pull one card for each day, Sunday through Saturday, and then overall one for the week energy, and then I pull spirit cards for each deck too. So the oracle cards and the spirit cards are for more long-term energy after the past this week. And today's reading is actually a little bit different because I'm going to use 2 decks. I'm going to pull 2 cards for each day. So we are going to get right into it. We're going to ask this deck, what messages do we have for pile number 3 for this week? 1, 2, 3. What messages do we have for this week? Oops. 4. That one came right out. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's see what the spirit card is. Ooh, this is the Wheel of Fortune. If you notice, it has all the signs of the zodiac on it too. Oh, look at these little bunnies. This one has a little scarf. This one has a little scarf. I wonder if it got it as if this other bunny knitted it. You know that bunnies all love to knit, right? I'm not the only one who knows that, right? All right. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. What a wonderful card. This is your Sunday card. All right. And then, whoops, Monday is the 8 of Wands. Wow, this was one of the major, really important cards for pile number 2. This came up twice for pile number 2 from each deck. So you might want to look at pile number 2. The 6 of Wands also came up in pile number 2. The 3 of Swords. The 9 of Cups. How interesting these two cards came one right after the other. The 10 of Wands. How interesting. Pile number 3. What is going on? I'm so curious. The Magician for Sunday. And then the 7 of Swords for the overall week. So pile number 3. This card, I think this card came up in both pile number 1 and pile number 2. So So give me a minute. I'm going to rearrange these cards, make sure they're all visible. Give me a sec. So pile number 3, this is really interesting. This 7 of Swords has been in all 3 readings. The pile number 1, it was more resourcefulness and like using strategy. The second one, it was more kind of trickery, and now this one is also this resourcefulness. I'm seeing it's so clear what is going on with this sacred scar. And don't even get me started with your other oracle cards and your spirit cards, because it's so interesting what these two are saying. But let's start taking it one by one. So we have on Sunday, we have Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, you see how happy she is. You see how there's just so much going on. You see all the owls hanging out loving the Queen of Cups, right? This Queen of Cups is embodying emotional fulfillment. There's something great going on for you and to you and through you on Sunday. Pile number 1. Pile number 3. This is card number 1, sorry. So we have this 8 of Wands. This is fast movement. This is the mini chariot of the deck. This is the card that means that things are happening. Things are not only happening, they're accelerating. Things that are happening, things that weren't happening are happening. Things that were happening are happening faster. So this is a forward movement card. I'm going to be really curious to see what our clarification card is for this one, for Monday. Tuesday is 6 of Wands. Public adoration, public acceptance, public acknowledgement of what has been going on to you and through you and from you, pile number 3. Now this 3 of Swords on Wednesday, this is so interesting to me, pile number 3, because I'm going to take all 3 of these cards. Oops, you can't see these. So pile number 3, your main oracle card is the Sacred Scar, which is using your pain as, using the former pain to heal yourself. And I'm not saying you have to like go through a whole bunch of healing. I'm just saying, look, this could be as simple as, look, you know what you in the past, through manifestation, we come to find out, we come to know ourselves, right? And so through knowing yourself and catching your thoughts and realizing what happened in the past when your thoughts were out of control and you weren't out of control in the sense that you weren't curating your thoughts. You were letting them just run wild and manifesting things you didn't want. You know now what did not work. So now you're seeing on Wednesday, this 3 of Swords usually means just total heartache, right? But you notice the 3 of Swords, her heart was scarred. Okay? But now, through that scarring is touching the manifestation. That's how I'm reading this, is that this is not, the 3 of Swords in this week in your reading is not you having to revisit this old stuff. It's like, no, I know what happened in the past when I thought these things, when I thought XYZ. So now I know how to what to do not to do it. I know not to do it anymore. I am using my knowledge. Pile number 3, I'm using my knowledge of what did not work in the past to choose what to do now. That's how I'm reading this pile number 3, that you are not going to have a bad day on Wednesday. You're going to have an empowering day where you do exactly what you need to and want to not do what you did in the past, not be triggered, not devolve into the thoughts that are hurting you, that have hurt you in the past. So this 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, straight up wish fulfillment for Thursday. Friday is the 10 of Wands. You could be feeling on Friday, hey, it's the end of the week. It's the end of the week. You might be feeling tired. Pile number 3, you might be feeling like, oh, if I have to say one more affirmation or do one more visualization, whatever, I'm going to, you know, throw up, whatever. I'm going to fall down. This is just you being tired. And who's your biggest priority, pile number 3? You. This 10 of Wands is very analogous to the Fool card. They're heading straight to over the cliff, just like the Fool is. But the Fool is being really happy and, you know, gambling over the edge of the cliff. This 10 of Wands is so exhausted, their little tongue is hanging out, and they've got a little ball and chain on their ankle. They're so tired. So guess what? Take a rest. Take care of you. Take care of the number 1 person in your world, which is you, pile number 3. Because you got a lot of manifesting to do on Saturday. We've got the manifestation card, the Magician. Manifestation. You are the master manifester on Saturday, pile number 3. You're pulling the person, you are the rabbit pulling the person out of the hat. Let's get your clarification cards. All right, let's just get some clarification for pile number 3. Let's get some clarification cards for pile number 3. Let's get some clarification. We want to know what pile number 3 really needs to know. You want to get some clarification cards. All right, some more long-term energy, and then we also have the Spirit card for this deck. Oh my gosh, we have so many cards. So let's see, Queen of Cups. We have the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is telling me that you are really, as the Queen of Cups embodiment of this emotional fulfillment, you're really knowing, you're starting out and ending your week knowing exactly where you want to be. I'm going to take this. Wow. Do you see this? The Magician and the 9 of Pentacles, which is a wish fulfillment card. So you're beginning and ending the week knowing exactly what you want to manifest, and you are focused on it, and you're using the old hurt, the example that you have in your head, pile number 3. You know what did not work in the past, and you are using it to manifest what you do want. This is your overall message. Let's see. 8 of Wands is Page of Pentacles. Yes, you are accelerating This Page of Pentacles is making sense, more sense as we see that the Nine of Pentacles, the wish fulfillment, the abundance card is coming. So pile number 3, there might be something going on Monday that's going to come to fruition on Saturday that is abundance. So let's see, Six of Wands, we have the High Priestess, which is the Magician, like the feminine aspect of the Magician. So again, the Six of Wands is kind of like public maybe adoration, public adoration, public accolades. So this is just another confirmation that you, pile number 3, are manifesting what you want. You're really strong manifester, pile number 3. I'm so curious. All right, we have 3 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So pile number 3, your choices, this is just reiterating what I already said. The 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Sacred Scar, this now the 7 of Cups. You are choosing to not make the same mistakes you made in the past. You are choosing to not be triggered, to not let your thoughts be uncurated. You know, you're curating your thoughts. Everything you're doing is right on point. 9 of Cups and the World. Oh my gosh, pile number 3. You have wish fulfillment and the World. Look at this. I'm so curious. 10 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. How crazy. Pile number 3. I'm going to look at this one too first. The 6 of Pentacles. So, yes, it's a choice card. This is a choice card. You are in balance on Friday. This is kind of aberration for your week. This Friday, you as pile number 3, you're feeling a little tired maybe. There's something going on with you on Friday. You have the choice. You have the choice whether to go back to, once again, you have a choice whether to go back to the old you or be the new you. And you're going to choose the new you, pile number 3, because look at what's happening on Saturday. You have the Magician and the 9 of Pentacles. All of these cards are just so beautiful for you. And so for this Page of Cups, new beginning, so like choosing your new beginning, choosing your new self. You've got prosperity. These are all more, this is the overall for the week. You are feeling so abundant. You're getting so abundant that you're going to be generous with others. You're going to feel so safe that you're going to feel safe enough to start giving to others. Pile number 3. And this, I just wanted to save this to the end. Look at your 2 spirit cards. They are saying the same thing. What goes down must come up. They're just, you are totally turning. There's no turning a corner here. You're just turning, you're just going into a new cycle of abundance. Pile number 3. And this yin energy that we have here is reminding us that when I'm telling you to not be the old you, to make the choice to be the new you, you don't have to do it like, I'm going to do this. It's like, it's just remember that being the new you is already natural to you, pile number 3. It's already natural to you. It is already you. You've already decided, I want to be the new me. I, pile number 3, want to be the new me. So just let it be the new you that appears this week, because you have made the choice and you have so much abundance at the beginning and the end of the week. So miraculous. And also this 9 of Cups, you have a 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, you have the World card, you have the Magician, and you have, oh, the Wheel of Fortune, you have Page of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, you have the 6 of Pentacles. It's amazing, these power cards that you have, pile number 3, and it's all because of your choices time after time, and you're deciding, hey, I am going to see what I did in the past for what it was, for what it is and was to me, that it wasn't what I wanted. My thoughts that I just let run wild were not what I wanted. So now I am choosing the new me, the new thoughts, the new 3D coming to me through my manifestations. So pile number 3, this is your reading, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And if you did like this reading, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's so nice to spend this time with you, and if you subscribe, you will be notified of my future readings. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.